All right, so hello. Welcome to the Class in Session podcast. This is basically just going to be a podcast where our friend group that have been friends since like kindergarten are going to get together and we're just going to kind of talk about whatever the heck we want to talk about. So yeah, my name is Hayden. I am 19 years old.
My name is Aaliyah. I'm 19 years old, even though I almost said I was 18 years old. And, yeah.
My name's Elena, and I am 20 years old.
Ew!
That's so weird.
Barely.
Yeah. I'll be 20 in 2 weeks,
Elena.
bro.
I don't like
It's really weird. Like, genuinely, I feel like you know how you were saying that this is the first birthday that you've had where like you genuinely like, okay, I feel different.
Yeah.
I kind of am expecting to feel that way, but if I don't, it's gonna be even weirder.
No, like when you guys FaceTime me and then it literally turned to 12 o'clock and you guys like, I'm ready. I was literally like, oh my god, I'm 20. Like,
Dude, every year when you turn a year older, I'm like flabbergasted because it's just so weird that you're not the same age as me anymore. And then I realize, oh shoot, I'm gonna be turning that age soon. And it just, I don't know, it hits different when you turn
Yeah.
an age older.
I mean, I don't remember if you I don't know if you remember me saying this to you, but one time when we were literally like 13 years old or something, I was freaking sitting on the toilet and I was on the phone with you. And I told you that whenever you turn whatever age, it hits me and then I'm just kind of like, I'm basically that age now.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it always feels really weird.
And it's really weird because I'm 19 and I have been 19 forever, but I still feel like I'm 18. And so now the fact that you're 20 means that I'm going to be 20, but I'm still 18 inside. So
Right. Like,
It's weird.
last school year, I remember being like, oh my god, like, I'm a freaking college student. But I don't. And now, when I see college freshmen, I'm like, they probably feel that way. But now that I'm not, like, in that state of, oh my god, I'm a college student, I literally feel like I'm still, like, 17 years old.
I remember...
Like, I don't feel as old as I mean, not that I'm old and I'm barely an adult, but, like...
I don't know, like this year, like last year, everything was so like, oh my god, like everyone's looking at me, like I'm like the person that's not supposed to be here, but now it's literally like, I'm just going to school to get my degree, I really don't want to like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't know, people are like, I'm here for the experience, I'm like,
See-
I don't care.
What?
Going to a community college, I feel like, for me, it's like, I'm surrounded by some people who are like 50 years old who are going back to school, and some people who are like 18, like fresh out of high school. So it's like nobody knows who's a freshman and nobody knows like it's just like everybody's here for the same reason. It's like nobody's here for the experience. We're here to get a degree and get out.
I've seen multiple people on campus this semester wearing shirts that say class of 2023.
Yes.
And so obviously you know that they're freshmen for that reason, but almost everyone that I've seen actually wearing a shirt that says that literally looks like they're like a sophomore in high school. And I'm like, what are you doing here?
The only way I can recognize who's a freshman at my school is just like based on the way they walk down the hallway. Because like the freshmen, you can tell they're like I don't know, like they just treat it like school, but everyone else like treats it like work. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
I can't, yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's weird. Everyone else is just like, I'm just here and I'm trying to leave. But the freshmen are like, I have to make friends and I have to have this experience of college. But it's not like that for anybody else, I feel like.
Yeah. Whenever I'm in Funkhauser, because that's where all of our studios are, and I'm just like walking around, like everyone else is there for a class. And I just feel like that's like my second house. Like, I walk around that building as if I live there.
That makes sense. I don't feel like that anymore.
Should we tell them what we're studying?
Yes.
Sure.
Well, I am going to school to be a dental hygienist at just a community college. So for me, it's like, I don't have quite the university experience that Hayden and Elena have, but It's okay.
You're still a college student.
I'm still a college student.
And honestly, you're getting a more legit degree than like 60% of the people at UK. So
That's true.
Alrighty. Well, I am going to school to become a nurse. Yeah. I'm in the first year of nursing, which I'm not even in the program, but it's fun.
is it?
It feels worth it, unlike last year.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I am studying interior design. So I'm the only, like, not normal degree, I guess.
You're freaking weird.
I know, I'm a freak.
She's an arts major.
I'm such a cop-out. No, it's really fun. I mean, except for the people that drive me insane, but, you know. Oh, you know who I saw the other day?
Oh my god, I saw him too.
I've seen him multiple times in Funkhauser, and every time I see him, I just pretend that I didn't see him. And it's really awkward.
I hate that feeling. Like when
And his hair is really long and really greasy, and I want to shave it off his head. It's very uncomfortable for me to look at.
There's nothing more uncomfortable than, like, running into someone that, like, you know who they are, and you think that they know who you are, but you're not positive, and, like, you've never talked to them, so it's like, well, I'm not gonna talk to you now.
Yeah.
I hate that.
In my anatomy class, there's this guy who me and him used to be friends when we were young, but now that we've been older, like, we've not.
Oh, I know.
And I was
hate
standing
that.
right next to him the other day before our test, and, like, we looked at each other, and, like, that was the moment for me to be like, hey, but I missed it, so now I'm just, like,
Oh,
never
I hate
gonna
that.
talk.
That's so uncomfortable.
That's like, there's this girl I know who was a host at Fazoli, or not Fazoli's, what the frick? Olive Garden. And
Close enough.
close enough. And I went there one time, like, early in a week, and it was like a Monday. And I saw her, and I was like, I need to say hi. But I got scared, and I didn't say hi. And so she knew who I was. We made eye contact. Acted like we didn't know each other and left, and it was really uncomfortable. And I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, I hardly ever go here. But then, not even, like, any time later, my parents wanted to go back to Olive Garden. Like, it was, like, Friday, like, the same week. And we go back, and she's our host again, and it happened again. And I felt awful. And then she unfollowed me on Instagram.
Wait, is that the girl that was there that one time when we were all supposed to go together, and Tripp and Isaac were late,
Yep.
and you said
Yep.
that you went to high
Yep.
school with her?
Yep. That was the Monday trip. And then with my family, it was Friday. And I was like, I hate myself for just not saying hi.
Did you just call her Tripp?
No, that was the Monday trip.
Oh!
That was the Monday trip.
Okay, this is not going to make sense. Trip, in our friend group, there's 7 of us?
There's 6 of us, including Jacob, but
Yeah.
5 in the group text.
All right, there's 6 of us, I guess. And one of them's name is Trip. And that's...
So that's the situation
Yeah.
that just occurred.
That's the dilemma. The other ones are Isaac and Jacob, and they might be on here at some
They
point.
might join the podcast. We don't know for sure. Well, I know Isaac wants to. Tripp is just...
It'll be close to impossible to have a time in person with him to do it.
With Isaac?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
He needs to get a different job.
Yeah.
Even though the only job that he is ever going to enjoy is him working for himself.
That's true.
It's something we can talk about that, like, isn't, like, just
Our
stuff
own
that we
story.
would know.
No, I mean, earlier we were talking about umbrellas.
Umbrellas! Okay,
The
What
better
was-
umbrella.
let's just...
Bella Bella.
Better
umbrella.
better umbrellas. Reversible umbrellas. Reversible or inside out?
No, they're just like reversed umbrellas. I have one in my car.
Wow.
Dude.
I have one in my... When you carry it, is it, like, new? Or have you carried it around campus? Well, you don't have an issue with being embarrassed.
I thought you were gonna
I
say
don't-
when you
I don't-
carry it around, do you feel prestigious?
I don't get like embarrassed by my umbrella.
I get embarrassed by my umbrella.
It gets embarrassed.
I get embarrassed by my umbrella.
I want those bubble ones that are, like, clear.
Oh,
So that way...
Are you talking about the ones that are like parasols or whatever they're called?
freaking Mary Poppins umbrellas.
the ones that, like, people, like, put
That
over
like
them.
engulf you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want one of those, but because they're really big and I can't put it in my backpack, I, like, won't get one.
See, mine is a big boy, and I every single time I like carry it around. See, if
I think I have
take
one of
it-
your umbrellas in my car, by the way. It's like a black and white polka dot one. But continue.
I have no idea. Every time I carry... Okay. Every time I carry it on campus, like, if I take it because I think it's gonna rain or, like, there's a chance of rain and then it doesn't rain, I'm like, this is the biggest inconvenience I've ever faced in my life.
know.
Because I have to, like... I have to take it everywhere, but then I just, like, lay it on the ground in class.
Oh, but what's worse is when you use it and it gets soaking wet and you just have to put
Yes.
it somewhere and you're like,
And
what
it's,
do I
like,
do with
dripping
it?
everywhere.
Yes.
But my umbrella is, like... Well, see, I'm one of those people that, like, shakes off their umbrella before I walk in a building.
Oh, of course. Common courtesy.
Right. Well, common courtesy is barely a thing anymore, but... Like, I always, like... Blah, blah, I will always shake off my umbrella, but they close so that the part of it that gets wet is, like, inside.
That's why it's called the better umbrella.
That's why it's called the better umbrella. And when I was on FaceTime with you guys and I was watching that commercial, they showed a thing where someone closed the umbrella and then poured out the water that was in the umbrella into a glass. Like, that was on the commercial, and I was like, practical. But
Elena, I think you should share your experience of when your umbrella goes inside out.
Oh, yes. I get really embarrassed, which just happens to everyone, when my umbrellas go inside out in the wind. So I just close the umbrella and I just go wet because I really don't.
There's nothing worse than the feeling of people watching you with an inside-out umbrella just flying in the wind.
One time I made fun of a girl that happened to, and then when it happened to me, I was like, oh.
All I can think about right now is that Vine where, like, it's like, dun 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 dun, run. And then the umbrella's just
oh yeah.
That guy throws something.
Yep. Like, you know the old umbrella that I used to have where it was like, well, I don't know why I'm going to describe it to you because I don't know if you ever saw it, but I had another umbrella, and it was one of those ones that you can collapse down so it's like...
Was it black and white polka dot and had a red rim?
No, that's my mom's.
That is in my car, so she can have it back.
All right. No, but the one that I used to have is the same kind of thing where it's like a little golf umbrella, but it collapses down to like a size. So anyway, that's the one that I used to have, and every single time I would wear it, use it. Okay, you know how first semester last year, I don't know if like wind just like took over the state of Kentucky, but it was literally the windiest time I have ever experienced in my life. And whenever it would be raining and really windy, I would like be walking with my umbrella, and like practically like 80% of me using my umbrella was just inside out, because it was like it blew inside out once, and then it was over after the first time that it happened, because like I don't know, I think that it like broke or something.
They get more like flexible.
Yeah.
I love a flexible umbrella.
No, yeah, it was really bad. So that's why I got a better umbrella.
A better umbrella.
And my umbrella, we've been talking about umbrellas for a
What
really
if
long
we
time.
got... Dude, if we ever get a lot of listeners, Better Umbrella better give us some money.
Bro, if we get
Better
sponsored by
Umbrella
Better Umbrella. Let's get to our sponsor.
That's all I aspire
Better
to
Umbrella.
be, is sponsored by Better Umbrella.
So mine it's not like the brand Better Umbrella. It's literally just from Amazon.
Wow.
But
Oh, of course.
it has like a
Better umbrella.
sunflower on the inside of it, like the side that faces
I
me.
have seen this. Have I?
I sure hope you have.
Does that matter?
I know you'd want to.
Do you want to see my flexible umbrella?
But one time I was at a bus stop, and this girl, something was wrong with her. She like looked at me, and she was like, "Why is your design on the inside of your umbrella?" And I had earphones. I had earbuds in, but I could hear her, and I just looked at her and I pretended that I didn't hear her.
Well, you see, it's a Better Umbrella.
I was like, "Why not?" Like, because I want to see it. so I can feel like it's sunny outside. My head still hurts.
What? Have you taken Advil?
I did. Before we ate. Before we ate our pizza.
Pizza? Just saying, Aleve never once in my life has Aleve worked for me.
Dude, I know.
Aleve is a joke.
When I had like that prescription that I took for my cramps.
Oh yeah, Aleve.
Before I went on the pill from God that saved me, that helped for like a long time because it was like a fat dose of Aleve. But like just regular Aleve does not help me at all.
Aleve doesn't work? Neither does
Tylenol?
Tylenol never works for me.
Tylenol never takes my headaches like away. It makes it like less bad.
No, that doesn't even do that for me.
Ibuprofen is like where it's at, although it is a blood thinner, so that's kind of
We're getting real medical.
not the best. Actually, it blocks the angiotensin II conversion and then prohibits the clotting mechanism, in case you were wondering. So it's not really a blood thinner, it just prevents the clotting mechanism. Why do I know that? I want to clean teeth. Like, I don't want to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Why do I have to study all of this crap just to get into a dental hygiene program?
Why are you sitting on my pillows?
Why is your address on here?
That's what I was wondering.
Because for some reason, whenever I start recording, it just puts my location.
I think you're named to the... We're keeping this very under wraps.
I'm just gonna title it my address.
Oh my god. This made me realize that a large portion of our FaceTime is just us singing.
That is true.
Yeah, it is.
It's a quarter after one.
I'm all alone and I need you now. Said I wouldn't come. I lost all control and I need you now. What were you saying? I do too, man. I do too.
Did you watch the Best He Fix Bay?
No,
I
did.
I watched that.
I don't want to spoil it for you.
I haven't watched it because I was thinking I'll watch it after I did that, like, the assignment that I was working on. And the assignment took me longer, and then I had to poop, and so I just didn't have enough time, you know?
I'm okay, Curtis Connor, I'm pretty sure that I met him. I'm pretty sure I met him at Press Play before he was big.
Oh, you probably did, because he was in that group of people.
Oh
Yeah,
my
and,
god.
like,
He was in that Vine group.
Like, nobody, like, really paid attention to him back then, but now he's, like, on 17 magazine, like, but, like, obviously that's a joke, so, I don't know.
What the frick? We're like
It was back when he
one
had long
degree
hair.
away from Dean. Or two. Well, she doesn't know him.
Dean? I love Dean, man.
Dean, man.
Dean, man?
My knee.
Oh my god.
He's liked my comments that I've left on his
Dean?
posts before, so, like, technically I am 1 degree away from
Oh my
Dean.
god.
It's just me and Dean over here.
The
Dean man.
scene.
It's just me and Dean, man.
We all just coughed at the same time.
All of our laughing, and this is gonna be really obnoxious.
That's okay.
Should we
I
wrap
feel
it
like
That's
up?
a good time
Yeah.
for a first time.
Yeah, I'm ready to go to the park.
Yeah.
Hopefully next time we chat, our friends will be joining us, but I don't know.
Who knows?
You might be stuck with us. So
That's okay.
Which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
no.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
ya.
Goodbye.
Okay, so I'm coming back in and I'm editing this audio and realizing that we didn't give any of our social media. So you can find me on Instagram at Hayden Williams, HaydnWilliams. I have Twitter, but I don't really ever use it, so I won't, like, plug it. You can find Elena on Instagram at ELENAJOOS. And you can find Aaliyah on Instagram at ELEAFOLEY. And yeah, so thanks again for listening.